And we're live, virtually live. Guys, we're here each at an undisclosed location, a different undisclosed location, recording live on tape for the Uncommonwealth podcast. Live on tape.
What is this, 1995?
It's a term of art. All right, you're about to listen to episode 5, which we recorded a little while ago. Obviously, the world has changed a lot in the last few weeks with COVID-19, coronavirus. So we just wanted to acknowledge that we're aware of that. We know what's going on in the world, and we hope everyone is staying healthy and safe and quarantining as appropriate and doing all the right things.
We want the podcast to be fun and happy and light.
You did have a point, which is that obviously the issue of coronavirus is probably going to come up during our recordings, but on the whole, we're trying to just still have a bit of a silly chat with friends, tell you some fun facts about the Commonwealth, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it on that premise and not be so focused on this global issue.
And so with that ridiculous intro, we hope you enjoy episode 5. Thanks for tuning in, and here is episode 5.
Commonwealth, the former empire, now Commonwealth. Is it relevant? Probably not. But why not give this part a shot? Stay tuned. Here comes Uncommonwealth, the podcast.
And we're live. Come on, Piers, from the Uncommonwealth podcast studio here in Midtown Manhattan. Thanks for listening, Mom. Piers.
What's happening, everybody? All right, we're going to play a game I like to call
England, tally-ho, pip-pip, fuck off, or New England. Go Pats, the Sox, lobsters.
Oh, this
I love this game.
This is good.
It's a good game.
All right, okay. The unflushable debate resurfaces. A 130-ton fatberg clogs sewer. 820-foot-long mass weighing 130 metric tons is blocked in old sewer tunnel in...
Oh,
Wait, I missed most of those words.
there's a giant pile
To
of
put the
sewerage.
size and heft of the clog in perspective, it's longer than 2 American football fields and as heavy as 11 double-decker buses.
No, but what was the first... Read like the first 5 seconds of
the
it.
unflushable date.
Unflushable.
Yes.
Oh, okay, unflushable.
Unflushable what?
So basically, this giant mass is a concrete hard amalgamation of flushed items, including condoms, diapers, and wet wipes. They've all been cemented together with oils and fats, and they're washed down the drain. And it's 130 tons.
I honestly remember this.
It was right under my apartment.
Living in England. I think it happened in London.
Adam's
Jimmy,
like,
when you-
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I had some spicy tacos that week. I remember it clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Carnitas.
I think that's in America.
So
I think New England, yeah.
I'm going New England, too.
Well, also because you said that there was the length of 2 football fields.
It happened in London.
That could be
I
soccer.
got you.
It could be straight. Could be.
That was a trick.
Wait,
That
what
was
year?
decoy.
What year?
That happened it was 2016.
Oh, wow.
Authorities expect it will take 3 weeks to remove. While the size of this particular clog is extraordinary, possibly the largest ever reported, its existence is no surprise to those who manage a wastewater system. In fact, it highlights a growing problem in the world's sewer system, unflushable flushables. The popularity of wet wipes and other pre-moistened disposable wipes in the last few decades has led to many messy questions about what it means to be flushable and what those products are doing to the wastewater infrastructure. It's a $2.2 billion industry, toilet wipes, annually.
So people are just flushing. So they're not flushable, obviously.
They're not
You should
flushable.
never flush condoms too. When I see people do that.
What's a
I mean,
toilet?
When you see them, what do you see? How many times are
like
you
in Starbucks, I'm like, what are you doing?
in Starbucks? What?
I'm kidding.
Catherine, what is your life?
Do you have wipeable, washable, flushables with you all the time?
Wet wipes?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have them with me, but I think that a
those
lot
aren't-
of people. So that's what you're saying. They're not flushable, and people think.
Do you have condoms with
the
you all
ones
the time?
they sell as expressly flushable are not flushable, basically. They get, they're basically all the olive oil you use when you...
And
saute.
diapers? People are flushing diapers?
Yeah.
That was
People
the other-
flush all kinds of stuff.
They're so dumb.
How would you even? I remember when
And they're basically meeting up in the sewer with all the refuse from cooking.
Right.
Like all the...
I just assume
all
this-
the oils
and
and
oils.
that can't be
And creates this
non-water
giant-
soluble.
Again, our listeners can't see it, but that is...
It's a
fat bird.
For the video.
It's a
for
big-
the video.
It's you can barely. It's black and white. What is
Yeah.
it? But not to mention all the feminine hygiene products that people flush.
also not meant to be flushed. Yeah.
Not meant to be flushed.
Well, I know that.
Biohazards.
So how do they dispose of this though? Like you said, it's like
They
a
cut it up.
concrete amalgam that they have to like
Lasers.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get that far, but New York spent $18 million in 2015 getting rid of these fat bugs.
Have you seen? I remember seeing it on like the world's worst jobs, whatever. The guy who basically dresses in
that
a
show.
a full hazmat suit to go into submerge himself into. It would be.
All right.
That should be the sequel to the Chernobyl
All right,
miniseries.
next one.
Let's break up the fat birds.
A town votes to rename body of water called Jew Pond. England or New England, Catherine?
Gotta be. I think it's gonna be somewhere like in Manchester,
So England.
England.
Well, there's a Manchester, New Hampshire.
Oh,
Is it? How is it spelled? Is it
Jew.
also just official
P-O-N-D.
Jew? I think that's a New England.
I'm gonna go with.
I think America would be more concerned about the PC.
You think? I'm going with New England.
Residents of a rural New Hampshire town voted Tuesday night to rename a
Yeah.
fishing and skating pond that's been called Jew Pond since the
Shoot.
1920s. The 104 to 33 vote allows the Board of Selectmen to ask the U.S. Board of Geographic Names to officially change the Jew Pond
Did they say how it
So-
became known as Jupon in the first place?
Yes. It's
It's exactly how you think.
What? How would I
What
think?
is that?
It's generally believed that the body of water became Jew Pond when two Jewish businessmen from Boston bought the local hotel. They intended to make the pond bigger and rename it Lake Serene, town officials say.
So is it a
it's
nickname?
like a metaphor for what they
Basically,
did to
the
the
locals
economy.
were so pissed off that some Jewish guys came to try and buy their local town that they renamed it Jew Pond.
So what? It legitimately is just like a racist thing.
Yeah.
So people were like,
That
"Oh,
is
yeah.
unbelievable.
Wow.
But local resident Lawrence Rondo says people are too sensitive today. All right.
well,
moving
I
on.
feel like there's too
Do we have time for
sensitive."
one more?
No.
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 The podcast.
Well, here's the thing. You know I love my animals. You know I love my wildlife and creatures.
You really love it.
I really do.
Jimmy. Jimmy's exotic animals. He's Australian, so he likes animals, and his name is Jimmy.
This is a fun one. This is the world's deadliest snail.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now, you might be thinking, there's a lot of deadly snails. Which one do I pick from? So this is called a cone snail. It's a sea creature. So it lives like on the bottom of the ocean. Now, okay,
In
this
a
is...
Commonwealth nation?
It's in the Pacific Ocean, so
Well,
in international waters,
little
but
off theme, but-
close
Near
to.
the Solomon Islands.
Near
Vanuatu?
Barbuda?
Look out, Carmen.
Well, they're near Australia. So this snail essentially it has a it will harpoon you with a tooth, like a hardened tooth on the end of a tongue.
Hardened.
So it shoots it at you, and it has neurotoxins within its venomous as neurotoxins that are like so powerful.
Paralyzed.
Yes, so that the deadliest of these cone snails, they've killed humans before.
How big are they?
They're about I don't know how many inches is that. It's like they're small.
Centimeters. Jim.
Centimeters, yeah.
And they live in shallow enough water for humans.
Yes, so that's
Whoa.
the problem is that because they have very colourful and exotic shells, so a lot of people will try to collect the shells, and so divers will grab them. Now, here's the thing: their harpoon piercing Jimmy Bob is strong enough to
Go through a
it'll go
wetsuit.
through like diving gloves.
Oh, wow.
And the thing is, because the neurotoxins are so incredibly strong, you don't actually feel that you've been stung because it instantly paralyzes you. And the reason is because they're a snail, they're obviously like aside from having a harpoon, they're very slow.
Yeah.
So if they harpoon their fish and it doesn't instantly get paralyzed, the fish will just swim away.
Wait, so
and die.
how do you not know you've been hit when you're instantly paralyzed?
That's a very good question.
Okay, well,
I feel like I think something happened. I can no longer move. but nothing.
but I didn't feel
I
anything.
didn't feel
so-
pain.
I think if it stings a human, it won't paralyze your body. It will numb the area, and
okay.
then
You're changing your story, Jimmy.
No.
I'm not changing a shit. So if you get stung by like a less extreme breed or whatever the word is of these guys, you won't it won't kill you, but you'll just be like vomiting for hours. But the super venomous ones, you will die
Whoa.
like hours later. But why it's so cool, because this neurotoxin is so fast acting, they're now using it to like develop new pain meds, because it's like nothing in the wild has got neurotoxins that like act and numb this quickly.
Because I love a good pain med that kills me within hours.
It's a delicate balance. You gotta weigh up how much pain are you in versus.
Imagine
feel like that's probably what the Russians used to
Yeah.
kill people or something.
Well, I think it was in.
There was that guy they walked by on the bridge, and he got
was-
him with the umbrella, but it was actually a snail.
It was actually a snail, a cone snail.
Cone snail.
Cone
Imagine
snail.
if that had killed Steve Irwin.
I was thinking the same thing. Maybe it was a cone snail. It's a cover up.
Cover up.
But they're blaming it on a stingray. It was a cone snail.
Death of a Snailsman.
Don't.
Perfect title.
Title. Okay, so my final in closing to how deadly they are.
Escar, no.
The the deadliest one is nicknamed a cigarette snail because if you get bitten, they say in the time it takes you to have a cigarette, that's when you'll die.
The deadliest type of cone snail?
Yeah.
So cone snail is
someone
a
put one in
broader
his mouth.
category and there's different kinds?
That's
I
right.
wish we had a black and white picture of it.
With low res.
It just looked
Real low res.
Yeah, literal low res black and white picture. That'd be fantastic.
Just like the turd that got stuck in the sewer.
All right. Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. If you're diving in the shallows of the Pacific
and Bora
Indian
Bora on your
Ocean,
honeymoon.
stay away from cone snails.
Yes.
The podcast.
Let's do a little two truths and a lie.
Here's Adam with 2 truths and a lie, and sometimes they're all lies.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
2 truths and a lie. Song lyrics.
Oh.
Yeah, but this could be tough.
Be a dynamite.
So it's song lyrics from the Beatles.
Okay.
2 truths and a lie. Okay, so the first lyric,
Wait. Oh, because they're British.
because they're which is part of the Commonwealth. Yes, we're on
tying it
theme.
back.
Unlike these
important.
fucking cone snails, this is actually related to the Commonwealth. All right. First song lyric: "Love, love me do." Second: "Bang, bang, Maxwell." Yeah.
Can you sing these?
No.
Okay.
All right, the first one was "Love, Love Me Do." The second one, "Bang Bang." Damn it, Jimmy! You make it so hard for me to get through these. "Bang Bang, Maxwell's silver hammer came down upon her head." And the third one.
Let me read it. Unless you
Oh,
have you
yeah.
highlighted what's true and what's a lie. I mean, we know
I'm
the first
going
one's
to try.
true.
I'm going to try.
Okay.
The third one is.
Damn it.
I can't do it.
Okay,
You gotta
I'm going
read
to try
the
and do
third
it. Where am I looking?
The top, the third. and the
Okay.
third.
This is Adam's third potential truth is, hey, Jew, don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better.
Yeah. So okay, one of the what?
You couldn't read the
So wait,
actual lyrics.
one of those is a lie.
Do I need to read them again?
Hold on.
Bang Bang is the obvious no. I mean,
I don't think you heard Jimmy's accent, man.
oh, what
the
is,
third
what was
lyric
the Hey
starts
Jude?
with "Hey Jew."
Yeah.
It's
oh,
Hey
not
Hey, Jew.
Hey Jew, don't be afraid. Take a sad song and make it better.
Hey Jude.
No, that's
As
what
for the
it's
song. Yes,
meant-
I know.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
That's
I guess it's
Adam-
obvious.
Got to make these harder.
Okay, let's do another one. This is 2 truths and a lie, but now it's going to be laws. So these are South African laws. 2 truths and a lie. First one: it is illegal for children under the age of 16 to show public displays of affection. Children under 16 can be criminally charged if they are caught kissing or touching one another. Second one:
These are current laws?
current laws. Within city limits, zebras must be registered with the local police precinct. And the third one: if an unmarried woman has a child, she automatically assumes all right and responsibilities for that child. If an unmarried man has a child, he only takes responsibility for the child if he consents to it.
Ooh, these are all
South
believable.
Africa,
I think
which is South Africa, which is a Commonwealth country.
yes.
Just so
I think the zebra is the least believable of those three.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because what was it? You've got to register it with a local police department.
local police precinct.
Local police precinct.
How are you going to get it down to the precinct?
They don't even call them precincts there.
I think they do.
I mean, I feel like that's an American.
And why are they registering them with the police?
It's a zebra.
Zebras are.
It's a zebra within city. You can't have it's a zebra within city limits. You know.
Also, isn't the zebra is the
I don't think
perfect
I don't
perfect mascot for ending apartheid, right? In South
Okay,
Africa.
which one
Oh.
isn't true?
So here's the thing. I wrote this one a while ago, and I forgot which was the lie. I think it's the zebras.
It's got to be the zebras.
I think the zebras was a different animal, and I changed it.
Wait, so you said
Oh.
there was an actual animal? They've got a.
That would make sense. I feel like
Yeah.
you'd have to register a lion. If you see it.
Well,
no,
you-
it's like reporting. It's like in Saskatchewan, you have to report a bear. Well, yeah.
Would report it for
Well, I feel like
jaywalking?
I'm taking that as his report. You have to be like, there's a bear in case someone
Right.
gets killed by it.
The podcast.
Have you ever noticed that Prince George only ever wears shorts?
Is that the kid?
Yeah, that's their kid.
Who's William's kid and Kate's
William
kid?
and Kate's. That's right? Prince George? Yeah.
Sure.
He only wears shorts.
He only wears. Have you noticed? You know,
Khaki shorts.
He's always in cute shorts and like knee-high socks.
He's a baby.
It's a school uniform.
Is he just coming from school?
No, he's in any picture. He's wearing shorts, and that's because royal children can't wear pants until the age of 8.
No.
No, what?
No pants till 8.
Swear to
Did you know that,
goodness.
Pierce?
It's
Pants
a
in England's
protocol.
underwear, so that's very...
Apparently, they've.
No trousers still.
No,
Hey,
the
I believe you mean
Okay.
trousers. Is he wearing underwear?
Is he wearing underwear?
Under the shorts.
Can you confirm?
So, so apparently it's considered it's a custom that's like associated with royalty and aristocracy that's very old, and it comes from the concept of breeching, which dates back to the 16th century, where a newborn boy would be dressed in a gown for the first year or two.
Very progressive.
Which has survived from the modern, like the christening robe, and then he was breeched at a certain point where
That
he
sounds
where
like
he
wrong. He was breached.
he was breeched. He was suddenly allowed
Sheer?
to wear shorts and
Sean,
then trousers instead of dresses.
Also, he's building it up.
So now they've just changed that to be like shorts because they're like he doesn't have to wear a dress. But it's like it's a stage of like reaching manhood, and they see it as very like.
I think you reach manhood when you take your pants off. Traditionally.
Trousers.
Isn't that bizarre?
I think if someone told me they breached an 8-year-old, I'd call the cops.
So he's just rocking around in shorts. He's not legally allowed to wear full-length trousers.
Yep.
Wait, what about at formal occasions? Because they
Can you wear jean shorts?
Well, and it gets cold in England.
He's French-Canadian, maybe. What about female royal babies?
They don't care. They don't.
The podcast.
Just royal stuff. Wasn't there a famous story in Canada where like a Belgian princess was having a baby and they had to in Ottawa and they had to sort of constitute one room in this hotel
As part of Belgium or
as
something?
part of Belgium.
No.
And it's still part of Belgium, I think, so that the baby was born on sovereign soil.
And in that room, they put mayonnaise on all the fries.
Yes.
What an extreme technicality.
I
though.
should have saved that for later. Damn it.
That's a good Belgian.
So what? But what happens if now a regular person goes and stays in that room?
I think it's now part of like the consulate or something.
Was it the same way as like there's parts of like the airport in Toronto that is actually technically U.S. soil?
Yeah.
Because you go through customs.
Like Guantanamo Bay's America.
I go for the Toronto airport. You can rent it from Guantanamo Bay.
Guantanamo Bay is America. Great title.
Guantanamo Bay is
It's a vote. It's a vote for
Do embassies, they count as soil of that nation, right?
Yeah.
soiled.
The podcast.
All right. My MVP is going to be Pierce, so he doesn't kill himself. Just kidding. Pierce was. Wait, what did he do this episode?
England and New England.
England and
DuPont.
New England. I loved it. The DuPont. Was that this episode?
The DuPont, yes.
It feels like a long time.
Yeah. Okay, so you're voting for Pierce? Any idea
Pierce.
for title names?
Yeah, I gave mine already.
Which one?
The Death of a Snailsman.
That was good. Okay.
Yeah, that was.
was
So
good
I'm
stuff.
voting Catherine MVP for that one
was a
line.
zinger.
Death of a snail, and that's got to be the title. Death of a Snailsman.
I'm torn between two titles, between Death of a Snailsman and Unflushable Flushables.
Oh, that's good.
I think that. Although Guantanamo is America, is pretty good too. And I'm gonna vote Pierce as most improved player.
I'm gonna go Jimmy for the cone
The
snail,
cone snail.
which could be in this room. For all we know.
Like the Empire, we're almost done. We hope that you've had lots of fun. Was it relevant? Probably not. But thanks for giving this part a shot. Stay tuned for the end of Uncommon Wealth. The podcast.
That snail is intense, man. Just another reason why I never want to go underwater.
The podcast.
So you get to do the intro. This is exciting. Episode 2.
1.
Come on, Pierce, don't suck again.
That's the start of the episode.
The podcast.
Forgot to mention with the cone snail when it shoots its harpoon thing at you with its like little tooth on the
Yeah.
end of it. The tooth comes off,
Oh,
but it will grow another one straight
another
away.
one.
And so they carry like up
like
to
a shark.
yes, but they carry like up to 20 teeth in their body.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Ready to go.
My favorite thing is that every time you talked about the cone snail, your voice got so much louder. Like the excitement was
so excited.
visible.
How can you not be excited about cone snails?
All right.
the podcast.